1,500 guests, including some of the biggest names in black music, have gathered to bid a final farewell to the pop superstar Whitney Houston. The 48-year-old, who died in her Beverly Hills hotel room a week ago, had sung in the choir at the church as a child. The service is still going on now, and Carl Dinnan has this report.
She returned today in the back of a golden hearse to the New Jersey neighborhood, which had first thrilled to the sound of her golden voice. Not a funeral, said Whitney Houston's family, but a homecoming. The people of Newark were kept at a distance, but still mourned her as one of their own.
I cried for about 45 minutes, so I was really saddened by it.
I was born in the 60s, and you know, I grew up with her, so it's very hard, very hard.
But the service at the New Hope Baptist Church was to be one of celebration and music.
Whitney, you are the only one that could bring all of us together. Whitney, today is your day.
Whitney Houston's daughter, Bobby Christina, who was hospitalized following her mother's death, sat just behind the pulpit wearing dark glasses. Houston's cousin, Dionne Warwick, introduced speakers and performers.
I'm going to ask Reverend Kim Burrell to come forward and do a song that was Whitney's favorite song.
Sometimes she'd say, I gotta call my mother. I gotta call her because I'm in need, yeah.
This was a star-studded event. Kevin Costner was Houston's co-star from her most successful film, The Bodyguard. He told them she'd worried about not being good enough for their film.
Escorted by an army of angels to your Heavenly Father. And when you sing before Him, don't you worry. You'll be good enough.
Whitney Houston was found dead in her Beverly Hills hotel a week ago today. The cause of her death remains unknown, but there's speculation that a combination of alcohol and prescription drugs were involved. It's known she had struggled with both. Although Houston said she alone was responsible for her weaknesses, her family always blamed her ex-husband Bobby Brown. That feud seemed to reignite today, Brown leaving the church shortly before the service, apparently after his entourage was not allowed to join him.
Sometimes I feel.
A short time ago, the singer Alicia Keys was paying her tribute to Whitney Houston. Stevie Wonder is also expected to perform, although Houston's godmother, Aretha Franklin, was too ill to attend today's service.
Well, that funeral is still going on, and Clive Davis, the music mogul who discovered Whitney Houston, really, is giving his tribute now. And he, of course, was the man who was holding the party for the Grammys at the Beverly Hilton last week, where Whitney Houston was staying when she was found dead in her room. Well, let's go now to Mark Barger, who's correspondent for the American channel NBC. Mark, what's the latest there?
Well, basically, we are, with all the other media, you can see the church behind me is the red brick building. We are about a block away, along with all the other gathered media from across the U.S. and other parts of the world. The streets around the church for about 6 blocks have been cordoned off. From this vantage point, I can see 2 of the different access points, and fans have stayed away. The message from authorities was that you really wouldn't be able to see anything if you decided to come down, and you would be blocks away. It looks like that message has largely been heeded. There's just a handful of people at the 2 access points that I can see from right here. So from the standpoint of atmosphere, there's really not a lot of atmosphere. It's basically media. There's basically a bubble around the church. There's a lot of colorful decoration outside the church where fans have deposited their memories, balloons, flowers, and signs over the last week. But otherwise, the fans are really not in evidence right now.
Mark Barger from NBC, thank you very much.